Hello, it's Dream. I was originally planning on starting like in an hour and a half, but unfortunately, my brain is the way that it is, and it will always be this way. Like the day before I have a trip, I'm just so like anxious about everything. Uh So I'm sitting here like, shit, I don't have a lot to do. It's just mostly like, I have various chores I want to get done, so I don't have to worry about them when I get back, and I can just rot, because I know I'm gonna have, like, awful jet lag. Because for those who don't know, I'm gonna be in Japan for, like, 10 days, or 11 days or so. So yeah, so I'm sitting here like, what if my chores take too long and it gets too late and then I can't stream and then I have to figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner and I don't want to cook while I'm hangry, and so I'm just like, fuck it, just stream now. Like, I'm doing the math. West Coast, it's already 5:30. East Coast, it's already 8:30. So this is still, like, it's early for people in, like, it's a reasonable time for people, it's just really fucking early for me. Thank you, Tori. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm just, like, I'm thinking about that 10-hour flight, and I'm just, like, I don't know if I can do it. I've done it before. Because I've been to Japan before, but that was like 10 years ago, so I'm just like, my body is not the same. I'm older now, and sitting for long periods of time fucks me up. So, once I get there, it's gonna be a great time, but getting there, it's always like this, just having, just the fact that I just so happen to live in the most remote rock in the world, that, like, getting there is such a fucking journey. But yeah, I'm like, I would like this. It's not that I want to get stream over with. It's just like, I said I would do this, and that, again, going back to being on the most remote rock in the entire world, there is such a slim window that I can stream, and it's not ridiculous for people, and I have today off, so, yeah, so. This might be a little bit of a clusterfuck of a stream, because I meant to do this last week, but I did the metaphor PowerPoint instead. So yeah, this is Tangle Tower. It's a little point and click, detective game. So I will try to, for my sake, because I'm like, if I can explain it, then that means I know what's going on. So right now, what we know is that, Freya Fellow was murdered. She was painting a portrait of this lady, Flora Fellow, and it seems like she got stabbed. There's no, like, murder weapon, which is really weird. Where is it? Yeah. There's no murder weapon, but she was kind of clearly stabbed, and also it would be really weird for the killer to get up close to her, because she was standing, near the easel. But the picture she was painting puts a bit of sus on Flora. Because it looks like she's holding a knife. And the red on the thing that looks like a knife is blood. So, who the fuck knows what's going on? So what we found out so far is that this actually isn't a knife. Flora's actually holding... She was posing with, the feather from an ink-dip bird, which is like... this bird. It has feathers that look like this. What else? I think in terms of the murder, that's all we know. We still have to talk to people a bunch. So this also might be a little bit weird because I took a break for a week. We're slowly getting these susometers filled up, so we've met everyone, but we haven't filled out I think we don't have the stuff from a bunch of these people. Something that I noticed in rewatching this is initially I thought this was just a red mountain that's ominous, and then I kind of stared at it again. I think this might be Hawkshaw, the detective, so maybe we'll go talk to her and show her the thing. How do I navigate? Also, because we've talked to everyone and we've gotten statements from them, we can do a little insight thingy. But I didn't want to get to that because it's getting late.
I admit, it's powerful. Freya was a talented young woman.
Huh.
Someone even liked it enough to take a photo of it.
Now, we don't know why they took the photograph, do we? Perhaps they just wanted it for reference.
Okay. Yeah, there's some stuff where I'm like, I don't know how to...
symbols on the harp?
We're working on it.
That's a no, then.
Yeah, the other thing, too, is, looking directly at you. So yeah, all these people are, the deal with Tangle Tower is that this is a household shared by two families, some of which, like, people have married in and out of the whatever. There's just, like, really confusing, family tree. This one is the Fellow Tower, and this one is the Pointer Tower. There's a weird sussy thing going on where, this girl, Fifi, she comes from both lines, so she has she's the next in line to inherit the property. She doesn't really want to, though. Fifi and Poppy used to be friends with Freya. There's a bug sound on this. Hawkshaw was brought in here to investigate something, but she's really tight-lipped about it. Allegedly, I think she was hired by Professor Pointer, who's kind of a twat. And he really doesn't. He doesn't like the fellows. Penny is bird woman who is engaged to this guy who looks like Todd Ingram. Hey, Ryan. But yeah. And this is Felix. He's Fifi's, dad and husband of Flora, and he's weird. So, yeah, I kind of know nothing. I think I'm allegedly 2/3 through this game, and I know fucking nothing.
A wooden trunk.
I want one.
When did Freya draw the picture of you, Hawkshaw?
I didn't model for her, if that's what you're asking. She must have done it without my permission.
Could just be from memory. It's not quite as detailed as the others, anyway.
I'm 2/3 through this game and know nothing. Sounds like the typical Kingdom Hearts playthrough, yeah. Another thing is that, from talking to Fifi, there's this diary that has some really sus things in it.
Have you read it?
Not yet. It's locked.
And you
Yes, we did.
haven't attempted to force it open?
That would be cheating.
Yeah, so there's the diary, which we know nothing about yet. Well, we do. So it was found in Fifi's room, but it belongs to Freya, and it has some really sus things, like this one feels like she's hallucinating something. Something about a soul bearer. There's something about the harp. Yeah. I don't know. Did I talk to... You know, let's do this first then. Okay. Oh gosh.
That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon. Then I heard this sound. It lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went
This is
in.
good.
Freya was right there, laying on her back.
This is good.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
He's the most sus in this right now.
In the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs.
I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it, until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me.
I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then, I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long, but when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What
Yeah.
All the statements line up with each other.
They don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
Huh.
That's all the statements collected.
What am I supposed to do with this now? My one thing is... So far, the thing that makes Professor Pointer seem the most sus is that in his statement, he says that he just goes over to the other tower just because, and I'm like, why would you? Was that just to watch that? Just because? Okay. What do I do? What do I do? There's this. What is your deal? Yeah, some of these VAs sound familiar. It's not a lot of big name people. But, Grimoire, the detective, I think B said that he was in... I can't remember the name of his VA. But he's apparently been around for a while in terms of, like, the Flash animations and stuff seen, so I think he's from like the Newgrounds days, so I think a lot of these VAs are like maybe not contracted to the big industry stuff, but they've been around, I think. This looks like it unlocks this.
I'm still not
Should we take another look?
I don't think I can do anything with this. Yeah, okay.
Let's come back later.
Can I ask? Maybe... Well, this does have a hint button, but... Something in Poppy's room? Thank God for hint buttons.
Anything in the wardrobe?
Dresses mostly. I never realized there are so many shades of black.
I did this.
We already solved it.
Yeah, because there was this in there.
A single red rose. How very traditional.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, the other thing too is like... These two are engaged, but these two are like friends, I think, and it's... I don't know. It's weird that those two are engaged.
There's a name. You know. Sheet music. Presumably for piano.
It's only a few notes. I'd barely even call that music.
Yeah, it's been framed.
Yeah,
though.
wait, what?
Must be important for some reason.
Oh no. F-A-C... E-E-E... E... D-sharp, D-sharp... E-E... F-A-C? Yeah, it's shrouded and it's complicated, but having experienced, like Ace Attorneys and stuff, it's not the worst I've seen. Okay.
More handwritten sheet music.
That one seems like a code.
There's a name. You know.
What do you know about? What can you tell me about this? Help! 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 Help me! Help!
Yeah, it's mine.
What's so special about it?
I got it from my teacher. It's the first piece I ever learned.
What?
How long have you been playing?
Since the day I turned 6. Family tradition. I was really excited to start learning. As soon as I got out of my first lesson, I told Freya and Fifi all about it. When I arrived at my second lesson the next day, Freya was there too. She hadn't asked permission, just showed up. For 2 whole years, the teacher taught us both.
Aww.
Was Freya any good?
Aww.
She would have been even better than me
Aww.
if she'd stuck with it.
Aww.
But one day, she just stopped coming to lessons.
Huh.
Why?
That's just it. There was no reason. That's when I realized things were different for her.
Yeah, we also don't really know who Freya was, but her friends are like... Weird shit was going on. Let's unpack that, please. Hey me, Babo. Yeah, this is a really... The character designs were what... I was like, I should check this out.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
This was the creepy and wet tape. This hurts to listen to.
Weird.
It's someone humming a tune.
Is that the same thing? Someone's zooming outside. I don't think showing anything to Flora will get a response out of her, because she's just kind of been, like, upset, since losing her bird, so she's kind of just silent all the time now. I wanna ask Fifi about something. Do you know anything of— No, I showed her this.
An item from Poppy's childhood. Her earliest piano lessons hold some special significance for her.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends, right?
We are, yes.
But
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
Oh,
is it anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere.
Oh right, I got this.
Now this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Nope.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
Yeah. You could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh. You wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe.
Yeah!
Living or inanimate.
So, two things. I really like how Grimoire just sometimes just goes, oh! Two, I don't— Professor Pointer fucking sucks, because he's an astronomer, and he's so pompous, and he's looking through his telescope in broad daylight. And I'm like, you fucking idiot. You fool. What you looking at? Don't look at the sun, Batman, it'll hurt your eyes. But he hates Fifi because she's a microbiologist, and he's like, our fields wouldn't have anything to do with each other. And I'm like, you fucking buffoon! You idiot! You dumb fuck. Give me another hint. I don't know, man. Why? No. You're not Fitz. You're Felix. What is it called when— alliteration? A lot of these people have alliteration names, so it's very easy to get them mixed up. Oh right, there was this too.
Actually, I have no idea what it's about.
There's this too with the sigmas and the omegas. That I don't know what this is.
What do you make of it?
Not a whole lot.
I might come back to that if it makes sense to. Hey, do you know what this
Poppy's
is?
piano music. I remember when she started learning.
Hey Andrew,
improved a
no,
lot
I'm
since then.
I'm still
Yeah,
confused.
that's generally how it works.
I'm still as confused
Right.
as ever.
Of course.
Do you know about Beetle?
I've seen beetles with brightly colored shells, metallic shells even. They're relatively common, especially around here. There's
Huh.
a difference between that and actual gold.
It can't be actual gold. Gold is just inside the earth or whatever. You can't make it. It's called alchemy. It was a whole thing.
What are you? Do you know about
Freya's
this?
best work, in my opinion. Although, the photo doesn't carry the same energy as the real thing.
What do you think it's a painting of?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the subject matter?
It's Hawkshaw.
What's that big red thing?
It's Hawkshaw.
Oh, I don't think it's that kind of painting.
It's what'd you do with it? What you mean of this?
Yeah,
Do you use it?
I keep all my tools in the greenhouse.
That wasn't what she asked.
What? What? Ah. What do you mean?
There's something about the report of Fitz going up Pointer Tower.
Okay.
Something suspicious.
Specious.
Let's ask him about it.
I'm here. Hi, man.
So, Fitz, I have a report that you were seen sneaking up Pointer Tower. Holding a knife.
That's not right. I don't go into Pointer Tower. I don't own a knife. And I don't sneak. Was it Fifi who told you this?
Yeah.
How did you know that?
A guess. She doesn't like me very much. But yeah, she was mistaken. Maybe she wasn't wearing her eye lens thing.
What do you think, Grimoire?
Fifi lied about seeing Fitz. Fifi definitely saw Fitz holding a knife. Fifi did see Fitz, but he was holding something else.
Fifi did see Fitz, but he was holding something else.
So, if it wasn't a knife, what was it?
It was the trowel.
What about this?
Ah, that.
Is it yours?
It was a gift. It's sentimental. I have no reason to take it up Pointer Tower. I don't use it at all.
Your innate trowel is the only thing that can destroy. Is used by Fitz to look after the potted flower in Penny's. Think so.
An ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after a potted flower in Penny's room.
That flower.
Yes?
I've never seen it before.
We need a clue to compare to that flower. Something that proves its connection to Fitz.
What? What? It... Something to compare directly with.
That's not right.
What about...
Let's take a closer look at these.
Oh, is it the soil? Is it the soil? Is it the soil? In Penny's row matches found in the garden.
The pot and
Fuck.
soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in the garden. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
This one.
The pot
Okay.
and soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in Fitz's greenhouse.
I thought that was obvious.
Let me guess. Penny's flower was originally a gift from you, Fitz. There's no way it's a coincidence.
No way what's a coincidence.
The flower. It looks exactly like Penny.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to breed.
Don't
exactly
stop. Don't. I
right.
know, but
That's
stop.
some
Stop
guy.
it. Stop.
Turns out Penny
Stop.
isn't particularly interested in looking after plants.
No.
So I go into her room every now and again when she's not there. Water the flower, change the soil. Just trying to keep it alive.
No. Wait, what info did that give me? I know what they mean when they say, like, he breeds flowers because you're cross-pollinating them yourself and stuff. But in the year 2025, when you are surrounded by Fujos all the time, that thing means an entirely different context. So I'm just like, my brain does a record scratch every time I hear that. Yeah, so he was going up the Pointer Tower to go take care of the plant. My fight or flight, yeah. Oh god, it is fucking raining. It's raining and there's children screaming outside. It's been humid like all day. I don't know what it is, but almost every time I have a day off and I have nothing to do, I mean, I have just all the time in the world, I don't have anything really planned, it's always humid. But it's finally, like, dumping. Like, dumping. Yeah, Jesus Christ, I can hear it. Well, good thing I did my my errands earlier. I might turn on the light. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna turn on the light real quick. Be right back. It is like white outside because it's so cloudy and the rain's coming down in sheets. Okay. You can make flowers of particular colors. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! Yeah, that rain's coming down. Okay, hold on. Let me just double check that it's not coming into the apartment as I have the door open. Hold on. Yep, I was right. The wind is... the wind is, like, angling at my door. I had to go close the door. Okay. Then I get warm in here now, though. And I'm too stubborn to turn on the AC. Okay. I did show him this. So what now? Guys, would I lose your guys' respect if I continue to use the hint system? I don't know what's going on with her. The best rain activity is to race tin foil boats and puddles. That sounds cute. The Rose and Poppy's room we didn't get evidence for. Like, if it was important, it would have gone to our thingy.
There used to be all kinds of birds here at Tangle Tower. The most fascinating breeds, all totally unique.
Used to be? There are birds all over the place.
Most of them are rather ordinary, I'm
You've been looking up hints of blueprints, yeah.
Non-ordinary ones.
That is a very good question.
What?
I must say the girls are awfully well behaved today. I think they know we're in the presence of company.
They belong to you? Why do you keep them in a cage?
They need a special diet, particular treatment. I let them out to fly occasionally, of course. But they're all one of a kind. I couldn't let anything happen to them.
Do they have names?
Of course. Let me introduce you to Tabitha, Tamara, and Tatiana.
Those are good names.
I've already forgotten all three of those names.
Which one is which?
Oh, that's simple. Tatiana is the oldest. Tabitha is the most patient, and Tamara has the best sense of rhythm.
Why can't you just say one yellow, one purple, one blue?
The one on your head?
On my head? He's just my hat. He doesn't have a name. Who would name their hat?
Oh! Oh! Play games with guides up because you're perfectionist. Okay, playing a Persona game though with a guide is like you need like for P4 Golden you need some kind of hint because like you get to the end where you have to name a guy and it's like you fuck that up, you're just done. I mean, same with Royal, like you don't do A, B, and C, you're locked out of third semester, so that makes sense. Holy god. What am I doing here? What am I doing here?
Somebody taking an interest in extinct animals.
Extinct?
Oh, yes. The book is very old.
The ink dip bird is
Most of the birds in
extinct?
it are long gone.
Well, what about this bird, though? The ink dip.
This one, well, it was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one
What?
was found here at Tangle Tower.
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. It was the last one. The very last.
Oh. Oh, no. Hey, Neon Pastels. Yeah, I have today off, and I'm like, I'll just stream early, because I'm nervous, and I have, stuff to do later, or chores to do, and I'm like, I'll just do stream now. What else would she know about?
I know a lot of people rather like this painting, but it's a little much for me. I find it overbearing. And for some reason, it makes me feel bad for Freya. I think she was more troubled than we knew.
Yeah.
There's
Oh.
something about those petals we found in Penny's room.
Yeah.
Something suspicious.
Yeah.
Let's ask her about it.
So, yeah, we found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her,"
Yeah.
on a piece of paper and hid it in your room.
Girl, what do you mean by
That's
this?
not nothing.
Actually, it's not the message I wanted to ask about. It's those red flower petals.
Yeah. They're fake? What do you mean they're fake?
They're fake.
You think so?
Maybe not. It's those red flower petals.
The petals.
They're from red roses. And there's only one place in Tangle Tower with red roses.
We need a clue. Something that shows the roses. And who they belong to.
They're Fitz's. Oh.
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. See what Fitz is holding?
I can't imagine what you're getting at.
Oh, is she
It doesn't
jealous?
matter. I couldn't have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have no access?
Is it really only accessible from those two bedrooms?
For most
The
people, it
secret
would be.
room in
But don't
in
forget,
her?
Penny's the resident ornithologist.
My dears, what are you accusing me of?
I don't know. Of something. What? Huh? What?
One of Penny's birds
What?
was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz, but it didn't work. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
I don't know what we're doing. Still, okay, these two are a stretch. There's nothing.
One of Penny's birds
What?
was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and distract them.
From what?
Almost. Maybe just...
Murder?
One of Penny's birds was used to spy
Murder?
on Poppy and Fitz because they were planning a murder. Almost. Maybe just...
How and why did Penny decide to access the rooftop garden? Choose to spy. Steal evidence?
One of Penny's
What?
birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence?
Evidence?
From them. We know those two have been spending time together in the rooftop garden.
Oh!
I'm guessing you got paranoid.
Oh!
You want to know what they were up
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm just not the jealous type. I would never suspect Fitz.
Okay.
Anything
Yeah,
like
okay.
that.
Yeah.
Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
Okay, no.
We need a clue to
Evidence,
compare
okay.
Penny's birds. Something to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden.
There's feathers up there, dude.
Let's take a closer look at these.
Oh, what the fuck?
Tabitha? Oh no. Oh yeah, here we go.
This yellow feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
Oh.
Can't stand it! Knowing the two of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden. I couldn't risk spying on them myself, so I asked dear Tabitha to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
You don't understand. Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet with me these days, but being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell. I don't know what he sees in her miserable little... I apologize. This really isn't your burden to bear.
I am half like I get her. Like this is so well written because there are so many different angles to this. I fucking love it when characters are like, how do I put this? Everyone's just kind of doing their own thing. And they clash, but it's no one's fault. They're just being who they are. It's weird because, like, when last time I played this, when you find out that her and Fitz are engaged, I just went like, what the fuck do you mean? Because they don't seem interested in each other at all. And like they don't match. I thought they had a thing because they seemed to like get along and hang out, and I know I was like character typing because they're both purple, but I'm not surprised that they would get along when it seems like, what do you mean they're engaged? On top of, he went through all the trouble of making this flower for her that looks like her, and she didn't even give a shit. So I'm like, yeah, duh, but I get it, like, he's trying, but you also were like, no, and it's neither of them's fault. It's messy, and that's good writing. What am I doing? Talk to Fifi about what? It did tell me to go talk to Fifi before.
This belongs to Professor Pointer, does it not?
No.
I don't think so.
Who else would own such a
It's from
pointless little
Hawkshaw.
telescope?
It's a telescope.
Oh, yes.
Telescope?
It has a telescopic lens. It can only be used for looking at things that are far away.
Someone has some splaining to do somewhere.
There's something about Hawkshaw's handheld microscope.
It's not a microscope.
Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
All these things also have had almost nothing to do with the murder just yet, and I'm confused. A lot of people are suspicious, and I think that the only thing we really got out of these things was, like, pertaining to the murder was from Flora and from Fifi.
It's a big stone
Biggest
die.
one I've ever seen. First one too.
This little microscope thing, you said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense if you knew what my client had asked me to find.
I don't know what.
Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
You're such a tease, Hawkshaw. Don't worry, we already worked out what you're searching for.
No, I haven't. I haven't at all. I haven't. Is it the beetle?
not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He is not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
Because it's not a microscope.
It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
Wait, where's the Fifi? Yeah. It make big thing bigger, not small thing bigger.
The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about
Why
owning a
did you
telescope?
lie?
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
What do you mean?
A detective? Naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the
Where's
wider
this going?
universe. A fool's errand, to be sure,
Where's this going?
but a seductive one. At 15, I
Hey,
decided
don't
instead
say that.
to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so, I became a detective.
Tori, don't say Tori, don't say such things.
But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, but we're way off
Yeah,
track.
what?
What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me,
Oh.
I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope.
Oh.
An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
Theft?
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Oh, wait. So, Hawkshaw was hired to look for this beetle. And she was hired by Professor Pointer. Oh, the beetle has gone missing. Why is this beetle of importance besides it's golden? And he thinks Freya stole it. Well, it'd be yeah, it has gold in it, and it would probably and Pointer is kind of weird about money and stuff, and there's a whole thing about Fifi's the only one who can inherit the property or something like that. So this money is something in here. What? It's back in the flesh. Why did I... I think I didn't like being here because there was a noise that I didn't like.
It's a little glass box.
I think it's a vivarium.
Come again?
See the leaves and twigs in there? Might have been for keeping insects.
There? What?
That's weird.
What did you find in the drawers?
Nothing. They're completely empty.
The stuff in here is somewhere else. I think.
That painting.
Why would you want
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere it creates.
the atmosphere of chaos and oppression?
Hang on. There's a smaller version down by the floor.
It's a photograph.
What the fuck is going on? What more do you know? What more do you know about anything?
It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya?
And not you? Wait. Yeah, hold on.
A wooden carving of my father, made by my father. Although, now that I look at it, I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without any red paint.
Wait.
Fifi, did you test the red paint in this pot?
Yes, I did. I discovered it too was blood,
What?
not paint.
What?
A
Huh?
whole pot full
What?
of blood?
Whose blood?
Not a whole pot. It is only partially full.
What?
Yeah. but
Whose
still,
blood?
Doesn't that freak you out?
Whose blood?
No.
No?
In fact, it may be considered rather reassuring.
What? No, no, go back. What? Hold up.
The red paint on the brush is not paint. It is blood.
Where? Whose blood?
So Freya added the blood to the painting herself?
Whose
Or
blood?
blood got on the brush and palette some other way?
Do not know the answer.
Whose blood? Also, it looks like the rain has died down, so I'm gonna go open the door so I'm not dying in here. Be right back. It's like nice and cold outside now. Not cold, but like cooler.
There is a drawing of me, a drawing of Detective Hawkshaw, and a drawing of Poppy and Fitz.
Oh, even she's like, hey, hold on.
There's something about Felix's painting supplies. Something suspicious.
Whose blood?
Let's ask him about it.
Whose blood? Whose blood? Whose blood? Wake up, old man!
So, about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about
Is
it.
that blood?
I used it to paint, obviously.
Is that blood
Totally
too?
normal thing to do.
Does red paint not
Never
exist
said
in
it
this
was
tower?
suspicious.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
I don't know. It's not your paint pot?
It's not your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
Does it have a crack in it? Where did it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Yeah, the label's different. But why are hers all like cracked in this way? Oh my god, wait. The shape in the label. Wait. The blood red one is from him. Hold on, what's going on here? Hold on, what?
Let's take a closer look at this.
What? got the lids! What?
Freya's blue paint pot is exactly the same as Felix's red
Okay,
paint
this isn't.
pot
Hold on.
and used as the murder weapon. Nope.
Hold on.
Freya's red paint pot
It's
was
not the
stolen
lids,
from
it's the
French
jar!
Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
The lid is on the top.
That red paint is from
Never mind.
Freya's supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway?
'Cause
None
one
of
has
this is
blood in
connected
it.
to your murder.
This red paint pot is somehow filled with blood. And if... Before Freya used it to paint Flora.
This red paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah?
That's definitely something. Right. Fine. Here's the story. I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know. Perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in.
What?
If that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
No, because it's an ink dip bird.
It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end.
Why?
After what happened.
Oh.
Seemed a bit insensitive.
Because the ink dip bird flew away. So he didn't fill it with his own blood. He's painting the model, ran out of red paint, asked to borrow paint, said no, so she swapped it, and he swapped the things. The lid. The lid? What do you mean the lid? The lid? Oh, I guess because if they're in a box from the top and you're looking at it from the top down, you don't notice the difference. Okay, maybe. And the paint pot was empty when he swapped it. The lid, yeah, the lid. Okay. I think it's just Professor Pointer now. Okay. Yeah, there was a thing missing in the inventory. Stop throwing it back!
A picture frame.
With no picture.
What?
It's a chart of the solar system. Which planet are you from, Sally?
Damn.
It's tidier than my desk. The notebook is untouched. It's completely blank.
So, even the most well-used notebooks start off blank.
No, it's set up. He didn't want to leave any notes out because he's sus as hell.
It's tidier than
So,
mine.
even the most well-used
It's tidier
So,
than
even the most well-used.
It's tidier.
Okay, okay,
Even
okay,
the most
okay.
well-used.
It's tidier.
Okay.
Even the most well-used. What is it?
It's clearly some kind of large device.
You're not wrong.
I did this.
Trinkets.
They're clearly gizmos.
The bell jar. It's empty.
What do people normally keep in bell jars?
Other than bells, you mean? A spyglass to the stars.
They're in very good condition.
What am I missing in here?
Trinkets.
They're clearly gizmos.
It's too cloudy to see any stars right now.
Also, it's daytime.
It's also daytime.
Yeah.
Every astronomy tower needs a telescope.
I want to try.
Hey man. Hey man. Hey why? Hey man. Hey. He saw the murder. He's this motherfucker saw. He saw the thing.
Hold on. I think we might have missed something. You can see right into Flora's room.
Yeah.
Not by accident.
I can see Flora, but she's not looking this way. She's looking up. Behind her is the backside of the easel holding Freya's unfinished painting. I can't really see anything behind it. Not from this angle.
It's that little plant Flora keeps on the window ledge.
Don't you think it would fall off? In the wind.
Maybe it's glued down.
I can see the doorway. It leads into the hall. The door itself is on the floor, knocked off its hinges. You can see
Not
right behind her.
necessarily.
Can't really see. I can just about see the gramophone.
Is that a window?
I think it is.
Is there another room above Flora's room?
We should check that next time we're over there. Isn't this supposed to be an astronomy telescope?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you need to see the sky for astronomy to work.
I can't move it. I think this is just how it's set up.
There's something about Pointer's astronomy habits. Something suspicious.
He is the most
Let's ask him
suspicious in
about it.
this. Hey motherfucker, I need... You sit the fuck down, we're gonna ask you some 20 questions.
So, Professor, what interests you about astronomy exactly?
It's not a matter of being interested. Once you expand your mind to the wider universe, it cannot be unexpanded.
I'm gonna punch you in the gut, man.
And how long have you been an astronomer?
5
I really
days.
don't like to give exact values unless I'm sure I can quantify
Shut
them.
the hell up.
Convenient.
Why do you ask me these things?
I have a theory about you, Professor.
Oh? Go on.
You discovered a meteor is heading straight for Earth. You're not really interested in astronomy at all. You're trying to get a planet named after yourself. Okay, wait, I need to know.
You discovered a meteor is heading straight for Earth.
I'm not sure about that.
Me neither. I have a theory about you, Professor.
Oh? Go on.
I punched you in the face, but it's already concave, damn!
You're not really interested in astronomy at all.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I think you're interested in a slightly different field of research.
Oh. You're actually a pervert!
I don't have time for tiny, insignificant insects.
This was
My
found in your
studies focus
room!
only on the inconceivably large and the unimaginably far away.
Right. That's why you like using your telescope so much.
Yes,
Oh, you just-
naturally. My little portal into another world.
So did he just, like, paste up all of these things to make him look like he's interested in astronomy? He's actually a entomologist? Hold up.
Yeah, about that.
Crime scene. And not up at...
Pointer's
Yeah.
telescope was actually looking at the crime scene and not up at the sky.
First, you accuse me of being a lowly entomologist.
You hold up. You listen here, you old man. Don't you piss in etymology. Second of all, he seems too sus. It might not be him. Unless this... It's either... all these detective games are like... It's either the person you most expect, or it's either the person you least expect. Which is a really stupid way of thinking, but...
Now you're accusing me of, what, spying?
Are you spying?
Well,
Why
are you?
would I need to spy on Flora?
Why? Because you lost your golden beetle specimen, and it's made you paranoid. You think somebody stole it from you.
Might not have been Flora you were spying on. Might have been Freya.
It's a very precious specimen, incredibly rare, valuable in ways you could never understand. Freya was always sneaking around, both towers and in the gardens too. She was definitely up to something.
So,
I believe you,
this next
in a way.
question is important. You were looking to Flora's room around the time of the murder. Did you witness the crime, Professor?
No, I didn't. When I looked into the room, Flora was already lying on the floor.
Laura?
Flora? You mean Freya?
No, Flora. She was lying by the window. I couldn't see Freya at all. It was fairly dark. The telescope isn't at a very good angle. That's why I decided to head over there myself. I needed to know what was going on.
This changes your statement, doesn't it?
No, everything I told you in my statement was true.
Apart from the reason you left your tower in the first place.
Why hide that? What?
Let's go over what we know about the crime scene. Freya was definitely up to something.
Something to do with the statue in the garden, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go back and check. And we could have missed something.
Yeah, so... He witnessed... He was looking at the scene of the crime. And he saw Flora lying on the floor, not Freya, because of the angle of the telescope.
Every
I
astronomer...
want to try.
Because of the angle, he can't see behind the canvas.
Isn't this supposed to be...
I can't move it. I think this is just how it's set up.
Can I? Okay. I wanna. Oh no! Oh no, Andrew! Okay, I'm just checking. Yeah, I don't have anything on my end. What happened to your end? Spooky.
It's a statue of a wolf, standing up straight, like a man.
You know, there's a name for that.
I know.
It's not quite as dusty as everything else up here.
Internet fuck up. A furry.
Also, it's not a statue. It's stuffed.
Huh. Are werewolves real?
Just dusty junk. Just dusty junk.
It's a jar. The head screws off.
Huh.
What's in that little box? I bet it's bones. A skull, at least.
You know, maybe I won't open it.
Nothing catching my interest.
I'm sorry, is this spooky attic boring you?
Kinda. At least the moths are kept well fed. Nothing catching my
I'm
interest.
sorry, is this...
Kinda. Nothing catching my interest. Kinda.
Sally, you don't have a dust allergy, do you?
I do.
No. Do you?
Let me put it this way.
I feel like there's gotta be a clue up here.
Okay, that's good. That's good that they tell me.
Nothing catching my interest.
Sorry, is
Kind of.
What is it?
just dusty junk? What is that?
Not sure. Some kind of reel?
Looks like it might attach to something.
Reel thingy. Brass reel with a screw at the top. Coil around the reels with length of fine red rope. And then there's also this thing, and there's a loose panel in this room. Dusty Junk was your nickname in college. Stop that. You stop that. You don't say such things.
We know a little more about the crime scene now. So, what do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
No. The painted Flora. Wait. To prove the existence of magic. What? Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
I think you're right. Can't decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
I have a question. Why?
Why?
Either it's a very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot and hid that feather after the crime. Why? To distract us?
Possibly.
Well, it worked.
Possibly.
Flora's the only person who could have hidden the feather.
Yeah.
Unless someone took it from her.
Let's go over what we do
It's a
now.
locked room murder.
The door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down. Normally, it can only be opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
Except Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on. If there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
Yeah.
It could be anything. It might not even be important.
How is it not important?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what, and more interested in the how.
The angle of Freya's wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her. But she was standing right up by the canvas.
The other thing, too, is that it almost looks like lightning went through the phonograph and her paints because there's, like, cracks in them. Magic bullet just like JFK? Jesus Christ, dude.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with the painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting?
Through the painting?
Wouldn't that leave a hole?
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over? Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated.
What? 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 She didn't fall over because she was stabbed. She was stabbed. Wait, her falling over and being stabbed are completely unrelated. So she fell over and then was stabbed. The rope held her upright? Did she commit suicide? What the fuck?
This wasn't here before.
Huh?
What is it?
It's a little wooden toy. Looks kind of like a crab.
Where did this crab come from? That's scary.
There's a note stuck to the back.
That's
What does it
that's
say?
threatening.
Grimoire?
What? What? That's scary. This is my new friend. He likes music. Simple melodies will move his soul. Best of luck to you too, Freya. That's horrifying. Did she duplicate her soul for real? Is magic real? Why is there a fucking Rorschach test? A wooden toy of some kind of layer of dark ink blazed beneath a sheet of glass. Okay, now we have the crab button.
What do you think? Is it really from her?
How can it be?
Why don't we check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea. Hold on.
Well?
It's a perfect match.
This is horrifying.
Oh, it's confirmed. We have a ghost helping us.
Let's keep this to ourselves for now.
What about the little wooden toy thingy?
The body exists, I think. There's pictures of the body.
Maybe we can put it to some kind of use.
Damn it. Holy shit, are we finishing this today? I forgot that we were only on chapter 1. Who told me? Who the fuck on how long to beat was like, yeah, you can do this in 6 hours? Who lied to me? Who lied? I have the crabometer. Gamers love lying. Did we see the— you know what? I'm gonna go up here and then I will check. Yeah, wait, hold on. You know what? Maybe we didn't see the body. Fake suicide / runaway could be. And then everyone's in on it. Okay, now I don't know what to believe. May I see the crabometer? He likes simple melodies will move his soul. Yeah. Is it changing?
Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
What does that mean? What is that?
Who plays the violin?
It's pretty. So I'm guessing nobody.
Oh, whatever it is, it's...
Well, it is. Gotta practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
Why does the crab look like my parents fighting? Where? So I have to just show it a bunch of melodies?
I'm still not sure.
Should we take another look?
Oh, what? Bird. Okay. Okay. It's just earthbound. I have to find the birds. I have to find someone that sings. And they're a bell.
Let's come back later.
Hey, bell mouth bird. Bell. Oops.
Flora...
Yeah, my bad. I don't think she has anything. Well... I'm gonna pick around at this for a little bit, and if anyone has any ideas,
You know, the birds can easily get...
Well, if that's true, can they even be...
This fucking crab, man.
That bed. It's like some...
Does it feel warm over here?
No, you're right.
It's not coming from the bed.
Yeah, there's like something in the back here. Clearly.
And especially...
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
I don't know what to show her. There's too many. Yeah, there's too many birds in the cage.
Looks a little simple for Poppy, doesn't it? I thought she was a grade 12 or something.
Jeez.
I didn't know there were that many grades.
I'm sure they invented some new ones just for her.
Jeez. I don't know what would proc this. I don't remember where I saw a bell either. Okay. What do you mean? Oh. Do I just have to play it?
It's someone humming a tune.
Okay. Okay. I don't think this is gonna proc it, but let's try it.
It's piano music.
Where was Belle? Who was Belle? The US Belle?
It's a drinking horn.
Is it full of ale? Or mead, maybe?
Right now, it's just full of dust.
Oh.
Who was Belle? But who was Belle? No.
I bought a new dishwasher.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think I got the right kind. For my thing, anyway. I need to talk to the guy at the store again.
And the birds?
What are they?
Wind chimes. Silent, wooden wind chimes.
Fuck. Oh. Okay. So who was Belle? But who was Belle? Oh. Okay.
That's all formalities, I think.
Is you Belle?
So,
Do you
what
as Belle?
do we do with them?
Should we go back to the gardens again?
Is this section just really short? Are we going to die?
Let's try this again.
You know, I think we might be able to solve this now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, crap. Yeah. No. Yes. Is it just me? Or do some of these look like urethras? Or genitalia? Or am I just failing the Rorschach test?
That's gotta be right.
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
What?
Wait, do you hear that?
If your urethra looks like that, you gotta see a doctor.
Where do you think it goes?
Down.
Down. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. That was okay. That's very threatening. Why? Oh, those are okay, that's cute, the bug lamps. No, those aren't are those bug lamps or are they just hanging bugs? Those are really big bugs. Okay. Sometimes a cigar is just a penis or something. I don't know, Freud. Freud was a hack fraud.
Thirsty?
It looks like they're being boiled, but the liquid is ice cold. A cracked glass tank with 9 little rooms. Each one has 1 or 2 insects inside. I can't tell if they're still alive.
I like that you called them rooms.
The undercroft. The
And drawn
undercrotch.
entomology charts.
Forensic Entomology, Volume 3.
That's an incredibly specific area of study.
So we actually did a little bit of forensic entomology in Intro to Bio, and it was like really cool, and it actually made me consider that maybe I could do forensics. I can't, I'm too squeamish. But the way they do it is really cool, because they specifically use like bot flies, like the carrion flies, and it has to do with which larvae are present, like how big they are, have they start to enclose and cocoon themselves to become flies or not, and depending on which stages and what size they are, you can then date the body, because they settle into the flesh at certain times, and I was just like, that's really cool. I am very not comfortable with dead bodies. And I think they actually do a similar thing with people that get thrown into the ocean and then they die, because other marine creatures will settle on them, and again, depending on what larval form is embedded in the flesh and whatever, like barnacles and other things that encrust, you can then date back to when the body was thrown in and stuff. It's cool. Spooky though.
Forensic
That's an incredibly...
Don't you, shut up, hey, shut up, you know what I mean.
What's in there?
Beetle. $18.
It's a little diagram of a beetle, with some incomprehensible notes scribbled next to it.
That's weird.
What?
It looks really normal.
This is where I would put my golden beetle if I had one.
Compared to the beetles behind the glass.
Yeah.
9 beetles. All different, all dead.
Poor little guys.
There's a bunch of notes written all around them. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean. Chemistry apparatus. A candle, perched on a barrel.
Very medieval.
I was thinking pirates.
Medieval pirates.
Medieval pirates.
Bugs. Big ones.
Looks like they're made of metal.
I thought they were real.
A glass tank. It's full of plants.
There's a layer of condensation on the inside.
Rows of plants, growing in wide wooden boxes.
What color is the soil?
It looks black, but it's too dark to tell.
There's a thing down here.
Is it locked?
Seems likely, doesn't it? Weird looking safe.
What the fuck?
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the middle.
Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Oh no! Oh! Okay. Just leave me to this for a hot minute. Oh no. So fun fact, I never finished the first Professor Layton because I got to when you're on the tower and you have to do the math puzzle where you have to put digits 1 through 0 or 0 through 9 into a math problem of like it was like something plus something equals something, and I saw that I'm like, I don't know where to start. I quit. I never finished the game. I never finished forgot what the game, the Mysterious Village. I never finished it. I never fucking finished it because I saw that and I was like, what you mean it's diagonal pipe dream? Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah. I would hate 999. Oh no. Fuck. Yeah. Okay. No. I mean, you gave me 999. I still haven't touched it yet. Okay.
That's the one.
Oh.
Hey, not bad.
I was so scared I would just get stuck on that.
Anything inside?
Yeah, more research.
Is that an eel? Secret research, a folder containing research notes and diagrams. Our unique flora and fauna is the byproduct of a number of as yet unidentified chemicals. 2. These chemicals are continuously present in the water, forming clouds and filling the lake. This causes a variety of mutations in plants and animals. Smaller creatures such as arachnids, insects, mollusks, amphibians, and crustaceans are the most affected. However, the chemicals may travel up the food chain and cause mutations in birds and reptiles. As far as we know, mammals remain completely unaffected. That makes sense. So there is something weirdo with the... Is that why the tower is so important? It's not the tower itself, it's the land and the surrounding waters.
Whose research is this?
So yeah, why wouldn't Fifi wanna...
This is some seriously in-depth research.
That's impressive, but it's incomplete. There's a section missing.
Is it the beetle? Yeah, my only thing with 999 is that I heard it doesn't get... It gets crazy, but the content warnings is what I'm kind of worried about, but I know it's not as... It's allegedly not as graphic as sometimes how Somnium Files gets. Because Somnium Files has some weird eye horror things going on, obviously. And the one, Elephant Grunge Somnium freaks me out from the first game. Okay, and then something about the beetle.
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Huh.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess not a lot of people know about the secret entrance.
Right. But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe? Who's he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do, exactly?
What? He's been trying to make the breed the golden beetle? I think graphic is showing some is implied. Gotcha.
Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
So why did Fred take it?
Why? Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
Is that it?
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy. He just wants to get one over on Felix. If he can breed his own gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty,
infinite. Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
Might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive. I reckon she knew what was going on.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's no way this is all just about a beetle.
Yeah.
We're done.
Are we?
Ready to go down? Again?
Yeah.
It's a hatch.
But we're already in the basement.
That's terrifying.
Depends on your perspective.
Oh my god! Okay.
We're too late.
Basement.
This photograph has been stabbed.
Why? By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
Metal rod. Sleek but sturdy metal rod. Oh. Stabbed into a photograph. The curved and pointed tip like an arrow in the hand of a clock. Has a small loop at the back with a short length of red rope connected to it. Metal is clean and perfectly polished.
So what's the photo?
It's been framed, but it's slightly damp. The photo shows a young girl. A large man is sitting next to her. Around them are several red and white birds. A metal object was stabbed into the photo, leaving a hole near the man's chest. That's Flora, and that's her dad. And if we... So, another part of this is that Freya is from, like, 2 or 3 generations up. The oldest father fellow had some kind of affair, and Freya's from that line. So...
Do you know who it is? In the photo?
I do, but let me go...
A single book on a little makeshift table.
This is creeping me out slightly.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
Oh, the soul bearer is the crab? Mystics of the Sea and Sky, a children's picture book list, very old. The Ink Dip. With red and white plumage. The Silver Snake. Aquatic reptile with no eyes and a long tongue. Soul Bearer, a crab with 3 slightly different claws. Oh! The Amphibie. A frog-like creature walking on 2 legs. Oh. Soul Bearer works. Okay. She has 2... Need 2 more. So she's talking about the audio samples. It's back in the flesh this time. Why was it me that I let it out? This I don't know what's happening. Found my way into the middle. Surprisingly simple compared to the harp. I saw them all 5, eyes blacked out.
What's in there?
I don't know. I don't know what the 5 is. I don't know what the 5 is.
It's an old coat rack. Looks thoroughly neglected.
2 cloaks. And a green hat draped on top for good measure.
Do these puddles worry you?
Why?
That's lake water.
Oh.
But it's indoors.
Oh.
Ah. I see your point.
Old cardboard boxes.
How exciting.
Oh, but there's more. They're also damp and empty.
Gives off kind of a dungeon vibe.
What do people actually use chains for?
Nothing good.
No, generally no.
There's a roll of paper up there.
I'll see if I can reach it.
Let me guess. Blank.
Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Study. Wait.
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
Yep.
How did we miss it?
Oh, the lake used to be... Oh. It used to be way shallower?
That's the lake, right? I think that horizontal line might be the water level.
It used to be a lot lower down than it is now.
So, the whole house is built on top of some kind of platform.
Huh.
Apparently.
Music room. It's the aviary. The rooftop garden. That name makes a little more sense in this context.
And then the towers were...
Misted Mansion.
Misted?
North side cross-section. Is it not Tangle Tower?
Tangle Tower. Before the towers?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Ryan. Okay. Last week, Ryan said that there's 3 things gamers will do no matter what, and I committed the first one. One of them, I did it again. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Okay, I have reasons for why 9/11 is on my brain, and it's because I've been screaming about and watching / listening to the Devil May Cry Netflix, and I'm not gonna get into it too much because if you let me loose, I will just go. But that thing is a allegory for America post 9/11, and it's kind of awful. Anyway, yeah, what's up with that? It's bad. If you know anything about, if you know too much about Devil May Cry, it ruins your enjoyment of it.
Storage.
It's Freya's room.
Yeah.
A bedroom.
That's Fifi's room, isn't it? A bedroom.
Penny's room, I think.
The library.
Okay.
This seems pretty significant.
Agreed.
Where have I seen the word Meisted before? Meisted Mansion, north side cross-section. North side, okay. Royal parchment paper on which the plans for a grand mansion have been drawn. A horizontal line marks where the lake was before, the second marks where it's now. Okay. The mansion has been built on top of a large structure above the lake supported by pillars. Freya's room is listed as storage. A room labeled study is in the center. Where have I seen Meisted before? Combination is drawn the other seat once you have mirrors. I don't know what this is about either. I do not agree with the reasons. You will not find it down there. Is Hawkshaw looking for it? Where did I see Meisted? They're here, even among avian Meisteds. But I assume Meisted is either the name of a family or a genus. So I didn't think too much of it. Okay. This is really cool.
This man in the photo, he reminds me of something from one of our clues.
The man. Oh!
Felix made a little model of him for Flora.
Yeah, it makes sense when you know who he is.
Lord Fellow.
Lord Fellow.
Really?
Wait, no, hang on.
Pointer.
Felix made a little model of him for Flora.
Yeah, it makes sense when you know who he is.
Wait. Is it Remington? Was she Remington?
Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him Flora's father.
Okay.
Meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yeah, it's her. See the bird, too.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
Okay. So someone wanted him dead. What am I missing?
Old cardboard.
Oh,
they're also dead and empty. A single book.
This
Why?
is, I think it's a children's book.
I didn't get the dung. What's going on? Am I missing something in here? Okay.
It's an empty
Oh,
bookcase.
these?
Something tells me it's been empty for a long time.
Basements don't normally have windows.
We're at the bottom of the lake. We must be.
Right. But if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Huh?
Like what?
White, smooth,
Oh.
no plants, no anything.
Oh.
That's not what a lake looks like.
Yeah, hold on.
Where are we?
That's terrifying.
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a room with one candle?
It's all coming through the window.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker. at the bottom,
Yeah.
Not lighter.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here in the
This game is
first
so
place.
fucking good.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich. Like Pointer with his beetles.
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty though. More empty than a normal
Yeah, the
lake would be.
crabs and the
It is now, yeah.
stuff are
Maybe
missing.
We're too late.
Okay.
Let's head back up to the Grand Hall. I want to find that last room.
Oh, it's night already? That's
Wow,
creepy.
It's dark all of a sudden.
How long were we down there?
This is terrifying.
This must be it. This thing goes all the way up.
What?
How are we supposed to get up there?
Hang on. It's pitch black, but I think there's a switch.
Huh.
A ladder.
Want to go up?
Oh. See, I got an achievement, a secret. There's a gun! Okay, Gaio. You came from here. Centipede.
Centipede? Millipede? How many legs has it got?
Too many.
We found centipedes. There's a guy revving his penis outside. And he's telling everyone how small his dick is. Is he gone yet? Can I talk? There was a centipede at the graveyard last week, and it's weird because I don't, in the like, you know, 30 some years that we've been going there, I'd never seen centipedes there before. And it's one thing if it's like on my dad's side, because really on my dad's side it's just me, my parents, my uncle, and another auntie. But my mom's side is much bigger. At least in terms of like who we still have here. So yeah, we have like there's kids and stuff, and everyone's like, don't fucking touch it. You know what? I'm also gonna take a really quick bathroom break. I don't know if this still works. Hold on. Let me see if this still works. I'm only gone for like a little bit, but let's just see. No, it doesn't. Okay. You know what? I'll just be right back. What? Okay, I am back. Crab.
Is that a crab?
Crab.
It's got a translucent exoskeleton.
Holy shit.
You can actually see its insides.
Also, crabs normally have 2 claws, right? Not 3?
The soul bearer.
Gah. You sure we should be touching it?
Grimoire, don't you think it looks familiar?
Hello! It's me! 3-legged crab! Hello! Oh! This is like me when I try to pose the model in the goddamn thingo when I'm trying to get reference for things.
This crab really reminds me of something.
That little wooden toy we found?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to help us. I think I've seen it more recently.
Oh, that's ass. I can't even look at that.
Is that
It's got
also...
I gotta make a dab. How do I... Ugh. Dab.
I guess that's...
I don't think we need.
What do you mean?
We have all the information
Yeah,
we need in the case file.
But I can't reference it.
Nothing.
I'm sure I've seen this crab really. Yeah, I think I've seen it more recently.
I know. Jesus Christ. Okay. Fine. We're drawing the crab. We're drawing the fucking crab. Fuck. Up. Closed. Like this. Open. And then... Open. Okay. Should also click on the other stuff.
Some kind of fish and a bird skull, I guess?
If that's a bird skull, we're talking about a 15-foot bird here.
Well, how about we stop talking about it?
Those aren't bird cages.
Some of them are disconcertingly large.
At least they're all empty.
You sure that's a good thing? Who are all the people in this photo?
Were werewolves real?
Not sure, but it looks like someone didn't like them very much. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
Ambassadors of Misted Mansion. The photograph is sturdy in a sturdy wooden frame. It's dusty and looks several years old. A brass plaque at the base of the frame reads the Ambassadors of Misted Mansion. The photo shows 2 women and 3 men wearing a variety of different styles of clothing. All 5 people have had their faces crudely covered with black ink. He's related to Felix. She's related to Poppy. She's related to Penny. I don't know about... He's related to... Fitz, I think. I don't know about him.
That photo is important. I'm sure of it.
What?
Do those look like scratch marks to you? On the glass?
Yeah, they're on the inside.
Oh. Hey, what the fuck?
It's a wooden pinboard, hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
What does Hawkshaw have to do with this? A large central sheet of paper has been pinned to it. 4 lines have been drawn from a gap in the center. A smaller sheet underneath features a drawing resembling the silhouette of a cloaked figure. And allegedly, Pointer's not an astronomer. He's an entomologist. But Hawkshaw's current her current deal is that she looks up to Pointer for some reason.
Nice chair.
It's still warm.
Oh!
Maybe it's just heat from the incinerator.
Maybe. Coffee table, half-empty wine bottle, lamp left on. And I'm gonna say someone's been using this room.
Oh!
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
Several pages have been ripped out, but a few remain. 5th ambassador located, finally. Is that Freya? Can't say I harbored any optimism, but still somehow disappointed. No better than the rest of them. Took my mice and Fred to the music room for experiments. It worked perhaps too well. The laboratory was another disappointment. All that effort for what? He's even more short-sighted than I could have guessed. Went to the bottom. Nice view. It's been mostly cleaned out. I have what I need. She got in. She was careful. Nothing was moved, but I know it's time. I don't know anymore. I don't know if it's Hawkshaw.
An incinerator built into the wall. It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left inside?
It's mostly ashes. But yeah, there's something.
The ink dip bird? Not much more than a pile of dust and ash. Among the ashes are several black buttons. Red colored scraps of fabric are still visible. What?
Someone's been using this room. Dragon?
Snake?
Worm?
That's the one.
I guess it's technically a worm because it doesn't have any legs.
Those aren't bird cages.
Some of
At
them,
least they're all
are you sure that's a good thing? That's a bookcase. It's mostly empty.
What a surprise.
They called this room a study?
What would you call it?
The secret death chamber of doom.
There.
You know, in any normal room, this thing would be my main concern. In here, though, it barely makes the top 3.
Kinda. Okay, let me do the crab dab.
It's gotta...
Also...
Okay. You are going this way. You are tilted up this way. Oh, my mom's calling me. Ah! She asked me if my mom was asking me if I want to go dinner again, and I'm like, no, I got stuff. I think this goes this way.
Perfect.
There we go. Oh!
What's this?
Something somebody didn't want us to find.
Oh! Is that how she was killed?
What is it?
There's so many question marks.
I don't get it. This room is in the original building plans for the mansion. But nowadays it's some big secret?
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
The way the notebook was left out on the table makes me think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Whoever it was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing from it. I'm betting it'd make more sense
Is
if we could
Hawkshaw
see
a
it all
red
together.
herring? What is
That might
Hawkshaw?
not be impossible, you know.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
The painting from Freya's room and those sketches. Did Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes? What kind of sense does that make?
What is this?
I don't think that's why Freya made that painting, but it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them. It was somebody else. Someone with less of a talent for art.
Doesn't exactly narrow it down. Should we go ask Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
I'm not sure. I still don't know what's really going on.
Is she Doodle Bob?
Another photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean, something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people?
No.
Here at Tangle Tower?
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy, but her style is way different. And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix.
Yeah.
But now that I look at it, I don't think it is him.
Was someone trying to hide it? From us?
I don't know, but it looks incomplete to me. I want to know what happened to the rest of it. Where are the other parts?
We found them already.
We found them already.
This is this.
I think that might attach the crossbow, but not this part of the crossbow.
Top. The top. Oh. 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 They sniped her. Oh. Oh. What do you mean?
What do you make of it?
Not sure.
What?
Let's keep an open
What
mind.
do you?
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh no, the crossbow is definitely the murder weapon. But that doesn't mean we've solved the mystery.
Did it just drop in front of her and then shoot her? The murder.
Time to solve this.
All right, break out the notebook. Time to put it all together.
Let's start with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound. It's the murder weapon. I'm sure of it.
Despite the fact it doesn't have any blood on it, and it wasn't found anywhere near the crime scene.
Mm-hmm. It was cleaned, then it was hidden. I don't think anybody expected us to get down to that room at the bottom of the lake.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow.
Oh, look at
Where
them.
was it fired from?
Above her.
It was fired from above Freya.
Above, huh?
Yeah, our diagram doesn't show everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
Oh.
The attic.
Perfect hiding place. We even found a part of the murder weapon up there. The reel was used to pull the arrow back up through the crack in the floorboards.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I guess.
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
Wait. The arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah.
I didn't
it's
see that.
directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope. Doesn't add up. It would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
Ah, right.
Unless...
Freya was already lying on her back.
Freya was already lying on her back before the arrow was fired.
I think so too.
Did they tase them from the top? That's why there's like lightning and shit?
She'd fallen unconscious.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
The gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
There's something in the gramophone?
There was something in the gramophone.
Mm-hmm. Something small.
What was in the gramophone? What was in the gramophone? What was in it? What was in it? I don't remember.
That's not it.
What was it? What? Right, the horn too.
That's not it.
What was hiding in the gramophone?
That's not it.
I don't know what was hiding in there.
That's not it.
What?
Whoa, slow down, kid.
No. Oh my gosh.
That's not it.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me? It's not this and not this and not this.
That's not it.
I don't know. We still don't know what this is. It's not this, not that, no, 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 no. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this either.
That's not it.
What was hiding in the gramophone?
That's not it.
Can you tell me? Should I just go one by one? No. 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 These are good noises. What? This has never come in handy, by the way. I'm thinking it's something glass, but
that's not it.
Was it not bird? Was it bird? It's not the earmuffs. Not the flower. Not the lens. It was a beetle? Oh, cause it
emit an incredibly loud hiss.
Oh!
Poppy and Fitz both said they heard a loud noise around the time.
Oh, it was the beetle!
Had any idea what it was?
This seems a little far-fetched. Is it really loud enough to knock someone out?
No, I don't think so. Not by itself. But don't forget, it was being amplified by the shape of the gramophone.
Oh!
Now, I don't think we're purely talking about volume either. It might just be a particular type of frequency.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do you know anything about the effects of weaponized audio frequency?
I don't, but I think someone else does. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room? The horn it's playing. It's a pretty similar shape to the one on the gramophone. That broken glass isn't there on accident. This is someone's science experiment.
Oh!
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw Flora was knocked out too. I guess they were both in range of the noise, although Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower. Caused quite a bit of damage too.
What was affected by the powerful frequency?
Those cracks didn't appear out of nowhere. Freya's paints, the pink cassette tape, and the gramophone itself, they all sustained similar damage while they were in that room.
That's some seriously powerful vibration. Enough to crack metal. Enough to knock someone out all the way across a room.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get. If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, how did the murderer pull it off? Wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about it. They can't have been much further away from the gramophone than Flora was.
They protected them.
They protected themselves.
How?
Headphones. Was it fit? No, it wasn't fit. They went missing.
These are some pretty heavy-duty earmuffs.
Was it Hawkshaw?
I think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Right. Let's go over everything from the start. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait. They're listening to music on the gramophone.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic, wearing earmuffs.
3. The golden beetle starts to emit its hissing noise.
Hold on. How did it know?
The beetle?
Yeah.
What triggered it at that particular moment? Pointer's research said it makes the noise when it feels threatened.
I'm not sure. Maybe something in the music?
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked unconscious by the vibrations. Freya lands on her back. She drops the brush and palette by her side.
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
6. The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic, presumably.
8. The door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
That's it.
Where did you enter the attic from?
There's something bothering me.
What?
I just want to check something. Let's go back to the crime scene.
It's so spooky. Oh. Where's the beetle?
The plant. It's in the book.
What?
Look.
Yeah? Particular feeding habits only eats the seeds from the thing. And the bird has been extinct for a while. Aha.
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it. It's dark.
I can see the stars.
Who? Oh!
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure
Where's
of
the
it.
other? Yeah. I didn't even notice.
I can see the stars.
How? Oh.
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. There's a second one.
It's dark.
What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Uh-huh. Did I click the plant again? Oh.
The plant. It's in the book.
What?
Look.
Yeah? Click of the book. The click of the plant.
It's dark.
Freya, did you leave us a clue?
Okay. I just had to click on everything.
So what's bothering you?
Something that's not here. The thing we didn't find. We know she was holding it during the painting.
Flora's ink dip feather?
It was here, in this room. Where'd it go?
We found it. It was in the incinerator.
Found it somewhere else.
I think maybe the plant fell over when they got hit with the supersonic wave. No, that's. Yeah, I see that too.
Too late to save it.
So it was stolen from the crime scene.
Wow.
And ended up in the incinerator down in the study.
Someone wanted to destroy it, I guess.
But how? How was it stolen from up here in Flora's tower?
Presumably, Flora dropped it when she fell unconscious.
Yeah, and then what? The murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
So the question is, how could they steal something from a room they weren't able to access? The final clue about the crime scene.
I guess the entrance to the attic is like in the hallway or something. Yeah, okay.
Freya left it for us right here.
It's not in the egg. Is it in the gramophone?
It's in the gramophone.
You think so?
Maybe not. Freya left it for us right here. It's in the unfinished painting. It's not quite a photo, but still. It's an image of the crime scene recorded just before the murder. If only she'd finished it. Then I could be totally sure.
It's true she never finished it. But she did intend to finish it.
Meaning?
We know more about the painting than what Freya actually got down on the canvas.
How did Freya show us her intentions for the painting?
That's not it.
God damn it.
Freya prepared all the colors she was going to need before she started painting.
Oh, what? No, the green is this. The yellow? The yellow's not touched. What is this? Maybe you were right about the plant.
Yellow paint was going to be used to paint this sketch of something sitting in the window.
You were right about the plant.
Something in the window. Oh.
You contributed. Something yellow in the window.
That's not it.
Bird?
That's not it.
Beetle?
That's not it.
Something yellow. Plant?
That's not it.
What do you mean?
That's not it.
The What? Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! No! 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 Are you for real? That's so stupid! What do you mean? What do you mean?
There she is. Our little thief.
How long has it been there? Did it hear the whole conversation?
Huh?
She did.
Huh?
but she's a very good listener.
What the fuck is happening? What is going on?
Well now, I think this has quite served its purpose, don't you?
Huh?
Penny.
Huh?
Why did you...
It's Penelope, if you don't mind. But before we begin, isn't there a certain formality demanding our attention?
Guys, we didn't get Pleasant Boyd. We got Pleasant Girled. We got Pleasant Girled by a bird person again. Add it to the tally. Add it to the tally. Oh, fucking. Ah. We got Pleasant Girl by a bird person. Again, this keeps happening. When will we be free? No, you're.
I'm afraid I have to insist.
Are you sure?
It's to the benefit of us all.
What do you?
I assure you.
What do you mean by this? Something sturdy? What do you mean?
Lovely.
Why?
Now,
Why?
Tell me, what was it that drove you this far? I'm ever so curious.
What is happening?
I just need to know the truth.
Is that right? Interesting.
Why did you do it, Penny? What did Freya do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
So, what? You just hated her indiscriminately?
Freya Fellow was an inspiration to us all. She was possessed of a great energy.
What?
The volition to create something from nothing. The willpower to walk beyond her boundaries. She was truly free. Everything I couldn't be.
You know what? I just realized I actually have no idea who Penelope Pointer really is.
Kind of.
Weird, isn't it? Considering we've met her, what is it, 3 times now?
Exactly. How do we know this one isn't a disguise too?
You think you've already hollowed us out, don't you? Only a few short hours at Tangle Tower, and you feel like you've got everyone sussed.
Sus?
Unearthed every single one of our secrets.
No.
Nothing but bullet points for your notebook.
What do you mean?
Go on, indulge me. What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer?
What is happening? She's lonely.
I suppose I can't argue with that, can I?
Penny, we only know what you choose to tell us, so why not help us out?
I don't know what's
Penelope
happening.
Pointer is actually not very important at all. She pales in comparison to those who came before her and to those that came after. Living at Tangle Tower, it is very difficult to attain the levels of self-realization you probably take for granted.
You sure this is a Tangle Tower thing and not a you thing?
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them is happy. Not one.
There's a quote in here that I can use, and I'm blanking. This is opposite. This is opposite of the attic trash thing. It's something else.
So why stay? Why not just leave?
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
I did. Many times I've walked away. It did not help me. You saw the family tree hanging in the grand hall, did you not?
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
A bunch of people who don't live here anymore. I couldn't have put it better myself. My mother, for one. My father, too.
Girl, you're so salty about all of this, and I'm just like, I don't know what's happening. You gotta calm yourself down.
The other two Remingtons, Poppy's mother, Primrose, and her brother Richard.
And Fitz's father.
That's 5. 5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
And that
Dead?
was the first question I wanted answered.
Huh.
You wanted to know
where they
went.
went.
They'd all gone?
More than that. I wanted to know if I belonged with them.
Huh.
I have no place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, or the Pointers. But I felt there must be a reason why everyone else left. Some common purpose they all shared. Perhaps it could be my purpose, too.
So, what did you actually do about it?
Nothing I could do, at first. Nobody would tell me anything. The more questions I asked, the fewer answers I got. Then, I found it. I was 19. Same age Freya is now.
Found what?
The study.
The study. The one hidden in the middle of the house. It's right next to a bedroom.
I'd hear voices at night. Deep ones. And the strangest thing, the wall behind my bed would get incredibly hot. For hours on end. The paint would peel. Wallpaper wouldn't stay up. I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something trying to break through. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore. I found my way in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found the incinerator. That must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm when I found it. Then, I looked inside.
How was she in the aviary and the garden-ish area at the same time? Or are we just I don't...
Let's see how thorough you've been. Tell me, do you know what a misted is?
Misted?
Is a bird? What?
What?
As I expected. After all, their connection to the Freya case is minimal, at least at the surface.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
It's a collective term from before my time.
Is it like a...
birds, insects,
Oh,
amphibians,
like a cryptid.
living off the lake water.
Okay.
The mutation can take several generations, or it can happen overnight.
Wait, mistids, like cryptids?
Oh.
Like Bigfoot or whatever.
A little egregious, isn't it? I suspect that was an intentional parallel. The main difference being mistids are perfectly real. They're just kept secret. Or at least, that was the original plan. As it happened, some got out. Quite a few got out.
How do you know all this?
When I entered the study at 19, I found a single object that rather changed my life. Something which answered my questions while at once creating all new ones.
Is it the picture book?
That's not it.
Okay.
That's not right. That's not right.
The 5 missing family members standing together as a single unit, calling themselves the ambassadors of a misted mansion.
So, the house was renamed from Misted Mansion to Tangle Tower?
And rightly so. The age of Misted Mansion is long past. When I looked inside the incinerator on my first visit to the study, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone era denied to me in its entirety. The study, the room at the bottom of the lake itself, all empty shells. I felt my only hope lay with the ambassadors. If I could find them, maybe they'd share the family history that Flora and the others were trying so hard to forget.
How did you track them down?
It was tough. They'd taken almost everything. Books, maps, charts, the creatures themselves, all lost, taken away or destroyed. But I got lucky. I got a lead. I found one, and he led me to the rest.
And what happened? Why'd you paint out all their faces?
They didn't help you either, did they?
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all left with a mission, a unified purpose, but they hadn't. They were, in fact, every bit as fractured as the people that still live here. Most of them had left tracking escaped mystics. Some claimed to be researchers, others little more than hunters. All 5 completely useless to me.
Even your own parents?
Eventually, I returned to Tangle Tower. I had nowhere else to go. I considered giving up. But instead, I made a decision.
So... she wanted to know about why everyone left, what is her purpose. She found the missing family members, people who lived at the mansion before, and like no one told her anything.
There was only one person at Tangle Tower still of interest to me. My dear Uncle Pointer had suddenly made a show of taking up astronomy. A fairly superficial charade. I don't think many people were fooled by it. But I knew it wasn't just a falsehood. It was a mask. Pointer had found something from the era of Misted Mansion.
The beetle.
So where did he get the beetle?
I cannot be sure. But I theorize that he received it in the post.
In the post? From who?
Who can say? Someone outside Tangle Tower. But the thought that he would be in contact with such a person, all that time, I decided to take what was owed to me.
So you stole it.
Stealing the beetle turned out to be only the first step. Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing a little of the truth with his niece. He told me he'd lost a rare treasure, something he'd been keeping safe. I suggested, innocently, that perhaps it was not lost. Perhaps it had been stolen. He was very ready to believe he'd been the victim of theft. When I offered to call in a private detective, he jumped on the idea. She arrived the next day. Hawkshaw prides herself on her punctuality, as you know.
Why, though? Why go through all that? The name, the costume...
Yeah, what?
Everything?
It's somewhat sad to admit, but I had little use left for Penny Pointer as she was. Hawkshaw afforded me new advantages, opportunities.
But didn't you have to pretend to be working for Professor Pointer?
Well, that was one of the advantages. Pointer was in such a desperate state, he was finally willing to share some of his secrets. On the second day, Hawkshaw explained she needed to be able to search the secret laboratory. Pointer gave in and gave me the code for the harp statue. Reluctantly, but still.
So, you stole Pointer's research?
I would have done, if I'd found anything worth stealing. But he had made remarkably little progress, barely scratching the surface of the beetle's true mystery.
Which is?
Ha! She carries an exoskeleton approximately 90% identical to gold. But it's not the 90% I'm interested in.
What the fuck is the other 10%?
Did you ever question what exactly makes the water here so unique? Before Misted Mansion was built over the lake, before the lake was even a lake, Lord Remington and his wife built a small structure here, a research station, supposedly. Fast forward 2 or 3 generations, and as you saw for yourself, it's been mostly cleared out.
The ambassadors took everything when they left.
And everything they didn't take was burned in the incinerator. However, possessing additional insight, I found something the others had missed. It's not much, but I have what I need.
So, why isn't this the end of the story? Why did you stay? Why did you kill Freya?
There's more? What? I've just been here. I've just been sitting here. mouth open.
Simply put,
It just went to the end.
Freya was too good for me. It's my fault.
What?
I pushed her over the edge, unknowingly, but still, I take the blame.
What are you talking about?
Did you know I based the design for Hawkshaw on something Freya painted?
Yeah. The other thing too, I guess some number of years ago, when Penelope was 19, Freya and stuffs were younger, and that's kind of around the same time Freya got also weird. Yeah.
That's right. I had assumed it was purely abstract. I just thought it had a good energy. I later discovered it was a figure of some kind, something from Freya's recurring nightmare. For all her vitality, I think Freya was probably the most troubled of all of us. She was desperate to leave Tangle Tower, but she couldn't just walk away. For quite some time, she'd been trying to break into Pointer's laboratory. Freya and her friends were halfway through deciphering those symbols on the harp statue, I believe.
Why did she care about getting into Pointer's lab?
That's exactly what I wondered. At first, I thought perhaps she just wanted to free the beetles.
Oh.
She has a fondness for them. What Pointer was doing upset her significantly. But in fact, I think it was something else. I think she wanted to free Fiona. The real reason Freya was unable to leave Tangle Tower is that she could not get Fiona to agree to come with her. We're now firmly in the realm of speculation, but I think Freya felt that exposing the darker secrets of Tangle Tower, not just to the rest of the family, but to the world, would compromise all three families, and perhaps, somehow, free Fiona from the shackles of her inheritance. That was her plan anyway, but something happened. Before Freya could find her way into Pointer's laboratory.
She found her way into your study, found your notes, found that photograph. I'm willing to bet she put it all together quicker than we did.
So she worked out what had happened to the 5 ambassadors. Specifically, what you'd done to them when they refused to help you.
Oh.
Freya had made a promise to paint Flora as a birthday gift, a parting gift no less. She'd be in a locked room, several hours away from her friends. It was my best chance.
But why hide in the attic? And why bother with the beetle at all?
The beetle in the gramophone wasn't for Freya. It was for Flora. She didn't deserve to be involved. She suffered enough.
What?
I couldn't get Flora out of the room, but if she could be unconscious, then she wouldn't have to witness anything.
Why the knife? The illusion of the painted knife with the blood.
That was for Fiona. And Poppy too, I suppose. Gave them something to focus on.
You mean it distracted them while you made your escape?
It helped them cope. The very idea of something abstract, something supernatural. I believe it made things marginally less painful for them, initially. Worked on you, too.
So why are you still here? Why not take your first chance and leave?
Well, I've been waiting for an opportunity to get my beetle back. I'd really rather not leave without it.
Wait, it's still here?
Oh.
It's still inside the gramophone.
Oh. Jesus Christ. Bird. Oh.
What's going on?
Poppy, they are both awake.
I can see.
You two all right?
My head hurts. What happened to us?
You were both unconscious. 14 minutes by my count.
Really?
You're both fine. No injuries.
The bird.
Was it the beetle? In the gramophone? I heard it through the ceiling in my room.
The exact same sound we heard before the murder.
I guess it must have been.
So how did we get down here? What happened to Penny?
Fitz saved both of you, obviously.
Aw.
When I reached Flora's tower, you were both unconscious, and Penny was crouched down beside you. She had her crossbow on her, but who knows? She may have just been checking you were both asleep.
Did you know that she was the murderer?
Poppy and Fifi suspected her. Apparently, they were pretty close to solving it themselves.
Fitz did not want to believe us, because he liked Penny. A lot.
But what happened? Fitz, what did she do when she saw you?
She jumped out the window.
Oh, okay.
Did she survive?
She did.
I heard something land in the garden outside my room, but by the time I got out there to check, she was already gone.
Hang on. Poppy, why do you have Penny's Hatbird?
She
Hatbird.
left him behind.
Aw.
I found him sitting on the floor in the aviary, all by himself.
Aw.
Poor little thing. The mean lady didn't care about you at all, did she? No, she didn't.
I apologize. Poppy seems to be under the illusion that the bird can understand human language.
Aw.
So, Penny got away.
I'm afraid she did.
We had suspected she might try to escape. I was stationed here by the lake's edge. I proved to be an ineffective guard. She took the boat.
Did she take the beetle with her?
Nope,
How do you know?
because it's right here.
Oh. You
It
want
was
to?
still in the gramophone. I guess I scared her off before she had a chance to take it.
Poppy, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to give it back to your father?
No, I'm not. It doesn't belong to anyone. So, I'm going to put it on the ground and never bother it again. I think that's what she would have wanted.
Go, little guy, go. Go, little guy, go. Look at him go. Look him go. He's going. Oh. That was so good. Is he gonna go in the water? Can this beetle fly? Is it just gonna trudge along the ground? Yo, this game is so good. Wow. I don't know. I don't have much to say about it. It's just good. Yay. So, oh, there it goes. Be free. Yeah, that was fun. Oh, that's it? Oh. Oh, wow. Holy shit! Dang. Holy shit. Wow. Huh. Yeah, apparently there's a game before this. Huh. I never want to draw his bouncing hair again. Wow. This is cool. Yeah, apparently there's a like I think there's a beta for this game ish prototype. Oh wow. God, this game is so cool, like artistically. Holy shit. Yeah, I might look at these my own time. Wow. Oh, she looks gremlin. I always thought this made her look like a bit like a rhinoceros. Dang. This is so cool. Yeah, I was thinking to myself, like, these are also the Crow Country devs. Also Snipper Clips, and I'm just kind of like, I knew about Snipper Clips, and then I knew about Crow Country, and I was just kind of like, these are like so on different sides of the spectrum, and like people, you can, like, it's fine, but I was just kind of like, what? How do you even? And I feel like this is like the middle. The end got closer to Crow Country. Yeah, no, this is great. Apparently, there's another game in the works. Yeah, I would not mind more of this. But yeah, holy shit, this game was good. I don't know. Do you ever, like, sometimes I'll finish something and I'll just be like, no notes. It was just good. The whole thing was just good. I don't have any want or need to pick it apart. It was just good. And that's this. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. Because there's nothing else to do. Yeah, closing. Thank you guys for hanging out. This game's, it's fucking good ass video game. Just double check. Yeah, I have to go make a food. So no stream next week because I will be on vacation. I will be in Japan. But maybe I don't know, we'll see how bad the jet lag is. I might be around the week after for early stream because I'll be off, but I don't know how, like, sick I'll be feeling. But yeah, thank you, Tori. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I always appreciate it when you guys just come and hang out while I play video games. I don't know what we'll be streaming, but it's probably something small. I don't know. Probably not something stupid and ginormous because, yeah, once May is done, I think there's like one thing I want to stream towards the end of May, and then it's just the fucking ass blast of video games. But I don't think I'm gonna raid anyone, but I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. And yeah, I gotta go make myself some food and do some chores, so yeah, good thing we started early as we did, because holy shit, it's been 3 hours. But yeah, good night everybody.